Hello everyone, today's topic is financial report. Just navigate to the financial report and just try and see how does the financial report look like. There are multiple default reports available. You can generate any of the report to have a look into that, and this is one of the report which I have generated. Just review the report first, and you can see that income statement will look like this. This is a header, and these are called columns. These are called rows. Before we begin with the financial reporting, we have to understand about some of the very important components or called building blocks. So we have a row definition, column definition, and reporting tree is something optional, and then we have report definition. So when we speak about the row definition, which defines the descriptive text like a sales and the revenue, these are called rows, and which has a capability to link the financial values to the description. So when I'm going to write a sales, the value will appear when I'm going to link this to the financial data. So that we will be doing in the row definition. Let us go back to the system to see that. I'll just come here and I'll click on the new to generate or to create a new report. So click on new to create a new report and open the file. This opens a report designer. So you can see that a report designer will open. In the report designer, again you have to provide the user ID and the password to log in. Sign into this. And here we have a report designer. So now in the report designer, we have spoken about the building blocks, which is like a report definition, row definition, column definition, and reporting tree definition. As I said that initially we will begin with the row definition because first I want to create the row. So there is one of the graph which I has prepared, or I can say one of the draft report which I have prepared, like this is a report which I want to prepare it in the system. So I have to just create the row like sales row, other income rows. These are the multiple rows that which we have it. So in spite of typing it one by one, I can also do like copy paste the data over here. I'll just go there, click on the new, and you have a row definition, and just come to description and just type the values. You can see that how easily you are able to copy this, and then you have a format code. We will come back on this. Now most important, what I was trying to tell, that when I have to take the data from the sales account which is 401100, how the system knows that from which account the system has to bring the value for this description. So we are going to link the financial dimension. So when I say when I'm going to link the financial dimension, that means that I have to either provide a main account number, or maybe I have to provide the main account category. So it all depends how do you want to work into that. So I will just click on this and I will provide a main account number. So the main account number which you can see is 401100. I will type the value here. Now you can see you also have option to provide the range, like when I click here after typing 401100, I know this is a product sale. So I am going to get the values, the dimension value from the product sale. I'll click on OK and I'll click on OK here. So this brings a main account number 401100. So this is called a link of a financial dimension to the description, whereas other income I have 42800. This time I will not go and select the account. However, I am typing it manually. Even though you type it manually, this will be appearing in the exact format. So now when you have it total revenue where I want to add the revenue from the sales and other income. So I want to add it. I will just do double click. And I want to give the total of the rows where TOT is a formula, the format code, and I will say 100 to 130 values to be added here. So this is a row number of 100 to 130. So you can just add it here. The values will be appearing in this particular field linked to financial dimension. Now in row number 250, there is a cost of goods sold which is 5402,110. I will just write the account number, and here again you have a gross profit, so that will be again a formula which I can say revenue minus cost of goods sold. So my revenue is again in 190, and then I want to give the take the values from the cost of goods sold, and then there is a selling expense which is again in account 6300, and postage expense we have in 6500. Now again I want to add these two expense over here, so provide the formula and then add the row number 370 and up to 400. So this is how a row is being added. So wherever you feel that this is like a subtotal account, right, like cost of goods sold or maybe the total revenues, or just it is up to you. You can also format it where I am saying that can you just do a color in a pale yellow color, and that is it will appear, the color will be appearing in this particular row in the pale yellow color. Now for the net income, again I want to give a kind of a formula where I will say that deduct the values of operating expense from the gross profit. So whereas the gross profit is in 310, and I will just take a 460 which is operating expenses, and I will just now this is net income when I say, which means that I would like to put this into maybe different color. So I'll just click here and click on OK. So what you have learned so far is that a report, a row definition, report definition basically consists of row definition, column definition, reporting tree definition. So to create the report definition, I am creating new row definition and new column definition. So the row definition is ready, suppose, and this row definition where I am providing the account number, I am linking the account or the financial dimension with an account number. Now this is very simple. If you want, you can just format as well. So what I was saying that even the formatting option is available, and I would like to format it. So formatting has been done. Now another thing what I want to say that suppose in cost of goods sold, this particular account, what I'm saying that suppose I want that there are multiple accounts where there is no transaction and there are no values. I don't want these accounts to appear when I generate the report. So wherever we have the total of the rows like a 0, I don't want the row to appear it in the my report generation. So for that you have again an option. You just click on the print control, and there is X0 which says that suppress rows if all zeros. So you can pick it as per your requirement and just save the data. Verify that all the formulas are correct, whatever you have put it, and then you can save the values or the data. And I say new row definition is been ready for us, and click on OK. So we are done with creation of the row definition. So in our example, the row definition, what we wanted to present like a sales, other income, this is ready for me. Now actually I want to create a column, right? So how do you want to generate the report? Suppose my report should look like something. When I say that it should have a columns, when I say columns, basically I have to design the column. So in this report, when you say description, right, so this is one of the column, right? When you say link to financial dimension, this is another column. So I want to bring these columns over here in the column definition. To bring that, I'll just go back to the system and come to column definition, or we just come to the file, click on new, and then we have column definition. Now what you can see that there are headers, there is a column type. Remember, as I told you, in my first column I want the description of the row to appear it. Double click on the column type and select DESC, which says the row description. The moment you pick this, the sales account 4001, the other income, these description will appear it in your first column. So once this is picked, like I want to bring the value in the second column where I say link to financial dimension. So how the system knows that what is the value in this account, how much amount is there in this account. So what you are going to do, that you are going to now bring this value, the amount from the financial dimension, you are going to bring in the second column by selecting it. Now this is going to be periodic, so this is a monthly if it is a report, and another I want to bring, like I want the 3 columns. Suppose I want to bring for the YTD, I will just again pick the amount from financial dimension, but in the periods cover I will pick YTD data. And then we have header. So how the system will know, or when you generate the report, you will be knowing that what amount we have in the second column and what amount we have in third column. You have an option to bring the header over here. So like you need to bring a header. For that you can just click here and you can insert an auto text from here which says that please bring the month name or abbreviated month name, and click on OK. And then I actually want to bring also the currency in this, so I will go and insert an auto text like a currency code, please bring it here. This is OK. Now in this particular third column, what I'm saying that I don't want to pick any value from the auto text. I want to type the data manually. That is also possible. And in this I am saying that don't bring the currency code, however instead you bring the currency symbol. Okay, fine. So this is completely customized. You can create your own report where you can be having the own column definition which you can design it. Like the way in the row also you have a print control format, you have multiple controls are here, like how do you want the report to be generated for you, currency display, all this you can use it. Like you also have a dimension filter and reporting unit filter. So I'm saying that I don't want the data to appear from all reporting unit. I want the data to appear only from one reporting unit. So you can do double click and you can bring the reporting unit, whatever it will be available for you, and then that reporting unit data will be appearing it here. So these are multiple filters available which can be used. Now save this column definition, and a new column definition is also ready for us to use in the report definition. Now we have the row available for us, we have the column available. Now let us go to report definition, or just create a report definition from here. When I say that create a report definition, so going back to the slide once again to show you the report definition will consist of the row, the column and the reporting tree. So these two are already done, and now this is a report definition which we are going to prepare it. Your row is ready, the column is ready. Now in the report definition we are going to bring everything there. So you basically come here and select any. So once you pick any, whichever entity you go and generate the report, that particular entity name will be appearing, else the default data will appear. Now in the detail level is very important, where I want the system to generate the data, not just the financial and not just the financial account. I want the data up to the transaction level. Select it, and you can also bring your row which you have prepared. Now you will go to the report here and bring the new row definition. In the column also you can bring the new column definition, the new column definition which we have prepared, and just have a look into the header and footer. So in the header and footer, like in this example, I want the company name to appear. Where do you want to appear? Do you want in the first section or the second? You can define it. I don't want anything to appear in the second one, so I'll just remove from here, and in the first section I will click on insert auto text, and header from the company name I want, just select it there. Second, again I want to bring the header from, you can provide the report definition name. So if it is income statement report definition, that particular name will appear it here. Now here in the footer, now when you generate the report, there will be a header, there will be a footer. So in the footer, I want that it has to provide me the generated date of the report. So I say give me the generated date in short. Also at the same time, you can manually also enter the values like GENERATED, generated date. Why I am writing it? Because when I pick generated date, it has the date, but how do you know that what date it is? So just to present the data in a very similar, or I can say very good way, I am just writing the comment manually as well. So these all are possible, and you can just come here and you can save the data. You can also, in fact, insert an image or the logo of the company. So now once this is done, what you can do, the data is saved. You can save the data, and so now coming back to the system, you can just refresh it to see that is your report is appearing it here. I can see the report is appearing here. I would like to generate the report. So when I'm going to generate the report, I will give 2021 date because I know the data is available in 2021. Click on refresh. And here you have the data available. Click on the view. What you can see, the data, as I told you, we have defined the row. This is a row, right? And this is a column, which I told you I would need 3 column description. I would need the monthly and the YTD data. You also can see that there is a formula based, and these formulas are calculated like selling and expenses 93 and this is 833. The system calculates the total of these values, and the net income is calculated. And another thing which we have spoken about in the report definition is that you can just see, I was telling that I want to generate the report up to transaction level. So the benefit of having this option is that once you export the report, or I want to just see the transaction data, you will be able to have a look into that. Yeah, so just see this, download it. You can also click over here and you can get into data, transactions data. This is how we also generate the report and we export it. So here we have the file, and you can enable editing and you can have a look into the data. So where I say that the total operating expense is 94. So this is there are 2 sheets available. You can see the formulas will be appearing here, right? And so there are 2 sheets. One is like report definition, another is like a detailed transactions data also available when the posting is happening, from where the data is appearing, which account, which BU, which department, all the details will be available. So this is a very simple example of how to prepare the report with the help of the report designer. And yeah, thank you so much.